Okay. Just give me a second. Okay. Alright. So tweet is away. Boom. And I'm doing the hit marker now. Cool. Okay. All right, so this story has been ongoing ever since the announcement. I want to say at the Game Awards or even prior to that, of Epic's launch store, and we had predicted like it was going to be a bunch of indies and some mid-sized companies that were going to jump on board onto the platform as an exclusive only to that platform for Epic. Uh, one of the companies that recently announced that they're launching their game actually is a pretty sizable company. That's Ubisoft. This is from GamingIndustry.biz, written by Hayden Taylor. Ubisoft forgoes Steam in favor of Epic Games for The Division 2. Shots have been fired today in the digital distribution platform war as Ubisoft shuns Steam in favor of Epic Games. While recently launched Epic Games Store hasn't had much trouble attracting smaller indie developers, this exclusive agreement on such a high-profile AAA title represents a serious coup over Steam. Furthermore, it has been announced that Ubisoft and Epic will partner on additional select titles over the coming year. The partnership will see PC version of Division 2 available only on the Epic Games Store and directly from Ubisoft. Ubisoft confirmed that pre-orders placed on other platforms will be unaffected by the decision. Epic is working with the publisher to integrate digital rights management software Uplay with its own online service. This is huge. This is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like we said before, like I said that in due time we'll find out like how this will be in another year, and we both said like indies are going to be hopping on for sure. Like will like the big companies hop on? We don't know. This is huge. Ubisoft jumping on board with launching the Division 2 only on Epic and select other titles. That is a huge shot to the bow against Steam, against Valve.
This is a fascinating battle because, again, as I stated before, like Epic dropping their hat. What was the other company that dropped their hat into the ring for that market?
In terms of like as a game company
As
or publisher. I mean not publisher, but distribution store.
Distribution store.
Oh, Discord.
Discord, thank you. Yeah, I was like, I know there was a third company.
Yeah.
This is this generation's like Nintendo versus Sega. That's what this that's what that sounds really weird to say because it's, it is weird to say, but at the end of the day, like that's exactly what this is. Like this is a giant thing, and it's awesome and fun to kind of watch it unfold. Mm-hmm. I want people to understand that as the consumer, you need to be very wary of how this plays out. Because this will affect you, especially if you buy games via PC. If you have a Steam account, great. Take the time to consider, using Epic. Look at the situation with Division 2. So it's just, I don't know. I'm absolutely fascinated to see where this goes.
Absolutely.
And this is 100% like Epic, like kicking Steam in the dick. So
yeah, it essentially is. Will other companies follow suit in terms of this? The only time will tell. But if Ubisoft is,
it depends on how well it does.
Yeah, that is a huge test. Absolutely.
Because this could be a massive failure. I mean, we're also talking about Division 2, a game that was moderately well received. So, or it's the first game was moderately well received. So, will Division 2 do that well in general to make this a big deal? We'll see. Will Ubisoft go to the next extent and be like, the next big game, next AAA game they have coming out, will they do the same thing? Like, where will this go? That's the question that I want an answer to. So
I think the other thing to look at too is like for Ubisoft, if this fails, you kind of already, well, I won't say you burn your bridge with Steam, but you kind of did with this move. So would you just release your game on Uplay, essentially, for future titles, or would you keep with Epic, even though if it doesn't pan out as time goes on? But
well, I think Uplay is less of a distributor and more of just a platform for them to have stuff on. I don't think Ubisoft is trying to compete with any of these PC distributed companies. Mainly because they also make their games for consoles, and you can have your Uplay account on the Xbox, on the PS4. I don't know about the Switch.
I don't know either. I want to say yes, but don't quote me on that one. I'm pretty sure the answer is out there somewhere. Do a live reaction, live info right now. Yeah.
But the point I'm getting at is Uplay, to me, was never a play. Like, sure, you can buy a game from Uplay if you want, but I don't think they were ever trying to compete.
Yeah, agreed.
Maybe they were at one point, but
I feel like they were though at one point, because they were touting their games to be on Uplay on that platform for a bit, but they realized it wasn't doing too well, so it's like, all right, well, we're just gonna put it on everything.
no Uplay.
No Uplay. That's interesting. That's interesting. Yes.
I think that's the point I was getting. Like, if I go back over to search and I do let's just type in Ubisoft and on the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
And I know for a fact you can have Uplay on the Xbox, because I've used it with like Siege and other games to get free shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I type in Ubisoft and it brings up all of their games, like Just Dance and Starlink and Child of Light and Rayman and Butthole. So yeah, they have they have a lot of their games on the Switch. It's not to the extent of
Hey, Greg, just to let you know, you sound very, very robotic, by the way.
Other options where I think Ubisoft has. How about now?
Talk for a second.
I'm waiting for it to kind of collect itself. How about now?
Okay, now you're good. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's why, because the fucking, oh my god.
So see the last 30 seconds of you were just talking about, because like it was.
Yeah, I gotta. Somehow the Ethernet cable started sliding out, and it went to Wi-Fi.
I see.
I was just pointing out that because Uplay is not on the Switch, but it is on other consoles, and the Switch is the last console to have come out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Ubisoft is maybe there were at one point, but not anymore. I don't think they are trying to make Uplay a distribution platform.
Right.
I think they want to use Uplay kind of like how Blizzard uses their system,
Mm-hmm.
where it's more of like a thing you can log into and maybe buy a game from, but it's not important that you do.
Right.
That being said,
Mm-hmm.
if Ubisoft is going to the extent of sticking with Epic to do it, now are they doing exclusive content through Epic? Is that what it is?
It was Select Games and The Division 2. So it sounds like they have wiggle room to put out their other games on other platforms if they wanted to.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is Epic the only place you'll be able to buy Division 2 on PC?
Yes.
Okay, that's that and we'll see how well that pans out for him, because
Absolutely.
But,
It's
I don't know.
It's a big gamble, but like I'm very curious to see how that goes, because this may fall suit from other big companies to also jump in as well.
Yeah.
So we'll see how things go, but man, that is a huge shot. As the game industry turns. So.
Well, this is gonna turn into a weird soap opera here in a second.
All right, so let me go ahead and get this ready. So here's what we'll do, if you don't mind, Greg, because I take an audible on this. We'll do the Overwatch minute first, and then we'll lead into your why you're wrong, since they're both related.
It's the same thing.
Oh,
like
it's the same
I'm
thing?
literally. Oh yeah. They're overlapped.
Oh,
Like
okay.
I'm literally calling the Overwatch "Why You're Wrong" minute.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm still gonna roll the intro for you then for
That's fine.
the Overwatch minute, and I'll just switch.
For,
I'll just switch to your cam afterwards because I don't have anything.
okay.
Yeah,
for anybody listening to the podcast, if you haven't heard, I've done one episode or one issue of "Why You're Wrong." If it's your first time listening, just so you know, it is a very not safe for work, me yelling at the internet situation. I'm doing a lot of cussing. I'm doing a lot of insulting. I'm being very harsh with my words, and that's all intentional. So just as a fair warning, don't listen to this at work. Like, don't listen to this around kids.
I can imagine somebody listening to this and you're just going in a cuss storm, and then they walk by like, "What the hell are you walking? What the hell are you listening to?" That's great. That's great. All right, let me go